To Boston, Brown posting 12 points in 61 games between Philadelphia and Ottawa last season, his 8th in the NHL. And the other addition to the
News anchors Tiffany Murphy.
Every hair on my body is standing up right now.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, weeknights on ABC.
Welcome back, everybody. Apologize for the technical difficulties we had in the middle of the sportscast, in the middle of the weather segment as well. But we're back on track here with sports. Kevin Shattenkirk is the guy you just saw on your screen. He was the last of the veterans that Don Sweeney signed to the Bruins roster today, joining the Bees on a one-year, $1 million deal. Former BU Terrier, putting up 27 points in 75 games last season with the Ducks, the 13th in the league for the 34-year-old. Other Bruins moves announced on Saturday. The Bees agreeing to a one-year, two-way contract with forwards Jason Megna and Anthony Richard. After a successful year with the P Bruins, forward Luke Toprowski gets a two-year entry-level contract with the organization, and defenseman Parker Witherspoon gets a two-way deal as well. Here is GM Don Sweeney recapping a very busy day one of free agency for the Bruins.
With the congestion of the marketplace as it relates to the cap and where we were, I think we did a lot of things we set out to do in addressing the depth overall of our club and getting back to not just, look, we've got plenty of opportunity for younger kids to come in and take their place if they earn it. But we've also complemented the group with players we felt we needed to fill some holes and address some needs.
Now, with the cheaper veterans coming in, it means some of the big names the Bees had added to go all in after the Cup this past season are finding new homes. Dmitry Orlov, the big trade deadline defensive acquisition. He's headed to Carolina. The 31-year-old joins a Bruins Eastern Conference rival in the Hurricanes for 2 years and $15.5 million. Also, former Brown Bear Garnet Hathaway, who was in the same trade to Boston, he's going to Philly for 2 years and $4.75 million. And a homegrown defenseman by Boston getting a nice new contract from Buffalo, Connor Clifton, agreeing to a 3-year, $10 million deal with the Sabres. The 28-year-old spending his first 5 seasons in the league in Boston, 23 points in 78 games last year for the Black and Gold. Still no word on Tyler Bertuzzi. So we'll continue to follow NHL free agency throughout the weekend. Also Saturday night, a group of P Bruins from this past season have new homes. Chris Wagner, who of course spent time with the big Bruins, signing with the Colorado organization. The same goes for defenseman Jack Ashan. He's got a new deal with the Avalanche. Juna Koppanen, he's headed to Pittsburgh, and P Bruins captain Josiah Didier is signing with Grand Rapids in the AHL. And finally, a new deal for Noel Acciari in Pittsburgh. The Johnston native, former Hendricken Hawk, former PC Friar, former P Bruin, signing with the Penguins for 3 years and $2 million a year. This will be team number 5 for Acciari after splitting time with the Blues and Leafs last season, scoring 14 goals between the two. Acciari will go into his 9th season in the NHL next winter. Pretty good run for Noel Acciari in the league. Let's toss it over to Kelly Bates. More time for Kelly.
Aww.
We need that back. Holy cow.
Well, we have the humidity, and that's sort of been consistent. We also have some clouds that are here, but these clouds are going to continue to thicken through the overnight, eventually leading us to a chance of showers in the morning and a chance of thunderstorms as we hit the afternoon. It's not really a consistent rain situation we're looking at, just showers that will be coming through from time to time in the morning. Once we hit the afternoon, though, we have a little bit more energy available to us, and that will give us the chance of a pop-up thunderstorm. Should we see any thunderstorms tomorrow, they do have the potential of being the kind that bring locally heavy rain, so we could see some ponding on the roads that, if you're going to be out and about, may slow things down and also drop visibility for you. As we look ahead to Monday, we're going to bring through another front, and that too will keep things fairly active, but not until we get to the afternoon. So in terms of the holiday weekend, it's going to be interesting from this point forward. forward. In terms of severe weather, yes, we have the chance of thunderstorms on Saturday, but heavy rain is likely going to be our #1 concern. And in terms of that surface smoke that we were dealing with today that brought all that haze, it looks like we're going to be seeing a little bit of a break in the morning, but once we hit the afternoon, it kind of comes back into the picture. Meanwhile, Monday's looking to be a much better day, at least in terms of having to deal with that unpleasantness. Now, here's the beach forecast, and really, if it was a sunny day, every other criteria is perfect, so it would have been a nice beach day. But I know some folks like to go no matter what. Here's your information if you want to go. And the 4th of July, of course, on Tuesday, will feature temperatures that will be coming up into the 80s and well into the 80s at that. That's actually going to kick off a trend that could take us to 90 on the very next day on Wednesday. But on the holiday on Tuesday, we do have a front coming through that will give us a chance of not only a spot shower, but a chance of an isolated thunderstorm too. So really unsettled stuff is going to be with us. For tonight, hazy for another, I'd say, 30 minutes or so. After that, patchy fog will be developing. Lows are headed to about 64. Tomorrow, we're expected to see a decent amount of clouds. That will keep temperatures cooler. So after the morning fog, we go overcast with a chance of showers and then a chance of a thunderstorm. Here's our extended forecast. And just to reiterate, unsettled again for the holiday on Tuesday. Mostly sunny for a good portion of the holiday on the 4th. It's just the chance of that late night shower or thunderstorm.
All right, thanks, Kelly, and thanks for sticking with us tonight for ABC 6 News at 11. We hope you have a good night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.